Hello friends! So are you ready for another awesome lesson with your CELTA certified English language tutor Shivangi Gupta? Today I am going to take a topic that is a common problem for everybody, almost everybody, that you don't have a partner to speak English with. Is that a problem that you face? I'm sure a lot of times you have felt like you want to speak English but you have nobody to speak English with. And then what to do? How to practice your English, how to find a partner to practice English. The biggest question, the biggest confusion that all the English learner they face. Now, what we need to do in order to find a partner. So I have this perfect solution for all of you where you can easily find a partner for yourself to speak in English with, or you can practice your English with that person. And that is without any extra cost. Isn't it great? Do you want to know how you can get a partner for yourself in order to practice your English or to speak in English? Are you excited? Okay, so let me reveal that you can find a partner to speak English with whenever you're traveling by a public transport, whether it is a metro or you're doing carpool, you have booked an Ola where you are carpooling with a lot of people. These days people they book a cab in sharing. So if you are traveling by any kind of public transport, maybe bus, so people they use feeder bus in Delhi and all that, and in a lot of cities this service of feeder bus is available. So whatever is your mode of transportation, you can use it to your benefit. This comes in the part of your conversational skills, how to talk to strangers, small talk. So we are doing a series on small talk, talking to strangers and all that. You must have seen my previous videos. This is lesson number 3 in that. And in this video, we are just not talking about how to have a conversation with a stranger, but to find a partner for yourself to speak in English with. It's great, I have done it myself a lot. When I was a student in Delhi University, I used to travel by metro. So traveling by metro was something that I used to do daily. It was part of my daily routine. And I can't tell you, I've talked to a lot of people while traveling for 3 years. So when for 3 years I was doing my English honors, I've talked to native English speakers, I've talked to people from Delhi, I have talked to people from different states of India, because as you know, Delhi has a lot of migrants too from different cities. So the people, students from different cities, they come and search for job or educational opportunity to Delhi. So I got to interact with lots of people. I got to hear lots of accent, the way they speak. I was able to come across a lot of speech patterns, and I'm going to share you my personal story too, stories from those times, and they're going to be really helpful. You'll know how to begin that conversation and how you can practice speaking English with somebody in the metro while you're traveling by metro. Okay, I understand. You must be thinking, how am I going to talk to a stranger in a metro? See, when you want to find a partner to speak in English with, that person is always going to be a stranger. The person is going to be a new person. Because if you knew somebody with whom you could have talked in English, you would already have a partner with you. You need to accept this fact that you have to approach a stranger in order to speak in English, whether you are taking a paid service or whether you are finding a partner for yourself around your surroundings. The person will be a completely new person, a stranger for you, the first time you're going to speak to that person, because the people you already know, they are not your English speaking partners, or you don't find right time to speak with them in English, or they don't get time to speak with you. So scenarios, situation, it's like that all your acquaintances, the people you know, they are not able to speak with you in English. Maybe there are time differences, workload, whatever it is, that you don't get time to interact with them. Whatever is the reason, doesn't matter. So when you are trying to find an English speaking partner for yourself, there has to be somebody at the workplace, okay? Maybe if you're in college, at college, and this time it's very simple in the metros. I'm telling you, this works a lot. I understand that approaching a stranger can be difficult, and how to do that, how to approach a stranger, you can check out my video on how to talk to a stranger. I have told you lots and lots of tips on that. But don't worry, I am going to tell you different points on how to have a conversation with a stranger in a metro and how to practice your English with that person in the metro. So wait, listen the steps. There are going to be steps, and if you follow these steps, it is going to be easy for you to talk to this particular person. And at the end, I'm going to tell you my personal story. I'm going to share that with you. So do hear it out. So let's begin with the steps. See, whenever you're traveling by metro, there are lots and lots of people who travel by metro. Metro is a crowded place. There you will definitely get a person or two who are going to match your vibes. You'll be able to approach them with similar interests, with similar likings and dislikings. How are you going to know that this person has something in common with me? That person might be reading a book. Okay, that person's body language will tell you that they're open to conversation. If they're making eye contact, that's a positive sign. So the first step is, anybody sitting around you, look for the eye contact. So the person doesn't have hostile body language and they are making eye contact, that means it's good to go. Try giving them a smile, a small smile, and if they return the smile, positive sign. So the second step is, if through eye contact you get a positive response, you feel that this person is open to conversation and I can approach this person's body language is not hostile. Second thing is, smile at them. Try smiling, and if they return your smile, that means it's a positive signal. You can approach this person to talk in English. Now, you don't know how much this person is comfortable to talk in English. For that, you have to follow the step number 3, that you need to start the small talk. Start the small talk, just say hi, hello, or maybe comment on something. If they're reading a book, comment on the book that, oh, that seems like an interesting book. If it is a book that you have read or you know about it, just simply say, oh, I know about that book. Or you can say, I've read that book. In case you have read that book, you can simply say, I have read that book. Moreover, what will happen is, when you are speaking all these things, the person will either reply with some kind of positive attitude, or the person will just look at you, say, okay, and they will just give you one word response and they'll continue. If they're giving you one word response, that means this person is not the right person to talk to English with, or they are generally not interested to talk to you. Do not bother them, leave them, move on. You will find lots and lots of people. Do not worry about that. So there are lots of good people who travel by metro and they will be willing to talk to you, believe me. So leave that person out, it's okay, leave them out. Look for the body language. If they're open to talking to you, their body language will tell you. They will reply positively with enthusiasm, they will add something to it. If they are replying with just one word and they continue doing their task, or they do not reply anything, they just turn their head to different direction, do not bother them, leave them. Now, in case if this step number 3 is successful, what you need to do is, if they are replying with the positive things, what you need to do is, you need to continue the small talk. Begin this small talk. The art of mastering the small talk, I've talked about it in my previous video. The link is in the description box. You can check it out. So you have to begin with the small talk. Compliment them. Talk about the weather. Generally ask them that from where do they put up, or ask them where they are going to. Anything, you can ask them anything in order to begin the conversation. You can just say, if it's too hot, you can say, it's too hot, isn't it? The person will probably add something to it rather than just saying yes. And then you will add something else. Take the conversation into a different direction. Whatever you want to say, keep on conversing. Keep the conversation flowing to the whatever point you can. Maybe this person is about to leave now because they have their station, or maybe now the person does not want to talk to you. So if that point comes during a conversation, then you need to stop. But if this thing is not coming, what you need to do is you have to just keep the conversation going, go with the flow, do not hesitate, use words that you want to, talk to the person, and whatever they are saying, listen to it, talk with them, talk about general things, your likes, dislikes, whatever it is. So it really helps. You will be able to practice your English speaking while you're traveling. So that is, you're practicing your English speaking during a task that you do daily, and hence even your time is getting saved there. So can you see how much time you're saving? And plus you're getting a partner to practice your English with. And if you do it twice, thrice, maybe even 3 times in a week, it is going to get improved a lot. I'm seriously telling you, your English speaking skills, they will improve. You'll get a partner to speak English with. So that's it. These are all the steps that you need to take in order to talk to somebody while you're traveling by a metro, you're traveling through a metro, and you'll get good amount of partners to speak in English with. So you'll get partners to speak in English with, you'll improve your English, a great way to find a partner. So now I'm going to tell you my story. So what actually happened when I was traveling. So when I used to travel, there were so many times, different times, I talked to different people, and it was a usual thing for me. I used to get connect with the person sitting near me, beside me. Usually that person used to be a girl around my age too, maybe few years elder than me, or maybe of my age, who was in the college or maybe working, somebody who started working. And we would connect maybe through a book or something that is common in interest. We'll just begin talking just like that. Plus there was this one time too, not one, many times, where I talked to native English speakers. So you know, in Delhi there are lots and lots of tourists who come from other countries. So there was this particular group of girls, they were 3, and they were from Australia. I know this because I talked to them. Now how I did that, I'm gonna tell you. So this was my first experience talking to a native English speaker. After that, I used to interact with them quite easily, comfortably. I was in my first year. So I was coming back from my college. It was a long day, had to, talk about Shakespeare at the college. I still remember. So that was the day we were studying Shakespeare. So after that, I was coming back. I was analyzing everything in my mind, whatever I've read about Shakespeare, whatever my professor told me. And there were these 3 girls standing in front of me. There was no seat, none at all. So I was standing here. The group of girls, they were standing right opposite from me, right across from me. And we were leaning on the door, like that area just beside the door. So we were leaning on that door. I was leaning on this side, they were leaning on the other side. We were continuously making eye contact, and I could feel that there is a positive response from them. I wanted to talk to them, so I decided, so let's talk. And by chance, at the same time, one of them said hi to me and I said hi, and that was the beginning point of the conversation. So we both said hi at the same time, and then I got their attention, the 3 of them, and I started talking. I just asked them about India. So did they like India? Are they enjoying? Where are they from which country they've come? And in turn they were asking about me. So they were asking about me, are you a student, what do you study? And like that, conversation kept on flowing. I didn't even realize when my station came, and then I went home. That's it. That's the thing. So it's easy. That first step is always difficult. You find it difficult. There's another story again. So this is the girl. She's from India only. Indian people. Now I'm telling you about Indian people. So she was from India. Indian like me. She was traveling. I was traveling. She had this particular novel, Crime and Punishment, and I had that in my syllabus. By chance, I was actually studying that particular novel in that year. So this is the story after a few months. Few months have passed, and I think I was in second year at that time maybe. So I was reading this particular novel, Crime and Punishment, as a part of my syllabus. And I was quite interested. She was also reading that. I thought she is somebody from English Honours too, maybe from different college. So I approached her and I asked her about it. She was quite positive about talking. She was really glad that I approached her, and she started discussing the particular novel with me. And we kept on talking and talking and talking. And I got to know that she was not actually a student of English honors. This book was recommended to her by her friend who was studying English honors. She was actually a student of psychology. And Crime and Punishment, the genre of this particular novel is psychological thriller. And she was reading this particular novel in order to understand some kind of psychology related to particular thesis, particular thing that she had in psychology. I don't know that in details. But that novel helped her understand something related to psychology. That's why she was reading it. And we kept on talking and the conversation kept on flowing. So it's not that hard to find a partner to talk in English with. You can definitely find a partner while traveling. It's fun and you get to interact with a lot of people. Plus, it improves your conversational skills too. So you're not just practicing your English with somebody, you're improving your conversational skills, which are going to help you a lot in your career and in your life. So that's it for today. That was it. I hope you liked the lesson. If yes, please hit the like button. Subscribe my channel for more awesome lessons that are gonna come every day at sharp 8 a.m. just for you, only for you. So all of my videos, they're like lessons. Each video can be considered as a lesson. So each video is a complete lesson in itself. So each day you get one English lesson. So subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out on any important English lesson. Now, I'm Shivangi Gupta and I'm gonna see you next time. Till then, take care and bye.